Alright, everyone, and welcome to Star Trek Resurgence, where I am going to try and become the worst captain possible. This is a narrative driven decisions count for the storyline. I picked it up a couple of days ago, it's just come out onto Steam, so I kind of thought I'll give it a try. Loving Star Trek games and the whole universe. So well, yeah, I thought I'll check it out and see what it's like. I haven't played it yet, so this is going to be first time for everyone. As I said, it is story rich. So yeah, I didn't want to spoil anything. So let's give it a try. There we go. We begin. This is a dramatic labs adventure. The relationship and adventure you're about to experience will be shaped by the choices you make. Yes, I will be the shittest captain.
Crew is restless. After spending too many months piecing our ship back together, we're finally about to venture out on a new mission. And the crew isn't letting this unprecedented ion storm slow them down. They're ready for something different. I know I am. That's the more I think of them. Fortunately, nothing ever stays the same. It's entropy, the nature of the universe. Change is inevitable. And while entropy says order gives way to chaos, in this case, change is good. Our new first officer is en route to the Resolute. Jara Ryder. We know she'll bring a welcome dose of new blood to the crew. Thanks.
No problem.
I'm not great with flying. But these little shiny
And you don't join the fleet. Don't close your eyes. I've seen worse. Don't close your eyes.
Here's a tip. Don't close your eyes. You'd think that would make it easier, but it only makes it worse. Look out the window, pick a star, and just focus on that.
I'll give it a try.
Ah, shit.
Sorry, I'm a little anxious.
I hadn't noticed.
I'm on my way to my first assignment. When we get to the starbase, I'm transferring on to the Resolute.
So am I.
It won't be easy for Jara to step in at the 11th hour like this. But if she's half the officer I knew she could become when she was a cadet at Starfleet Academy, she'll be the exo this ship needs right now.
Now, models do look really good in this. It's a defined class there. I might have been wrong. Change of station. Station. Military. Alright, just gonna. Alright, I'm gonna increase the voice volume. Check it at security. Oh, we can move. Right, hang on. Do it. Settings. Dialogue volume. Boom, crank you up a little bit more. We'll see how that goes. No, I don't want to exit the game. Resume. There we go. Okay, so there is like viewing in this. Examine. Interact.
Starbase on the very edge of Federation space. Long way from home now.
And just bring that up all the way. Resume. Oh, look out there. Yeah, Nebula looks really cool. Right. Shift. Shift doesn't do anything. We're just going to have to walk all the way.
Commander? I'm not usually such a nervous wreck, by the way. I actually did well at the academy.
Oh yeah?
Maybe you've heard of the Torvalin test?
Sounds familiar.
It's a tactical simulator that makes the Kobayashi Maru look like a picnic on Pintaris 5. Anyway, I finished in the top 20. Not just in my class. I mean, all time.
Only top 20. Very impressive. Simulations don't count.
So,
Simulations don't count.
Simulations are great for training, but they're not quite the same as the real thing.
that's fair. I guess I'm about to find out.
Please place your hand here. Hold it there for a few seconds.
Ooh, scanny, scanny.
Welcome, Commander Rydek.
Wait, you're Jara Rydek? You absolutely crushed the Torvalin test.
Yeah, number one.
Finished in what, like the top 3?
That would be me.
Now I'm really... It's an honor to meet you, Commander. Sorry.
I was in
didn't
first
realize
place, and
before.
now you
I
know the
just
pleasure is
came off the
mine.
shuttle and was glad to be on
Now you know.
Well, now you know. Keep your eyes and ears open and you might pick up on things.
I believe Commander Ermot is expecting you. He's in the concourse just ahead.
See you on the Resolute.
Fine, Commando. Walmart. They'll probably just say it. Yeah, right, we can shift run. Good, because I freaking walking everywhere.
Good day, Commander.
Hello, who are you?
If I remember my briefing, Commander Ermot is a Bolian, so I'm looking for someone with blue skin.
Ooh, just have
Resolute too? Yeah.
get out the way. I can't jump. No, resume.
Why's that? You haven't heard?
Examine the information.
Starbase 128 has 4 docks.
Examine replicated mill. I don't need to examine a mill. There he is.
Excuse me.
Welcome to the edge of the galaxy, Commander Rydek. I'm Commander Jan Ermot, Operations Officer on the Resolute. Commander? I hope there wasn't too much trouble getting here. This storm isn't making anything easy.
I could take
I
it.
know conditions are less than ideal at the moment.
It takes more than a little turbulence to rattle me.
I'm sure that's the case. We're grateful you were able to come fill our first officer vacancy at such short notice. From everything I've read and everything I've heard, we're lucky you were available to us. Coming from a
What have you heard? Spare me the flattery. You have high expectation. Spare me the flattery.
You can spare me the flattery, Mr. Ermot. I'm here to work.
duly noted. I'll stick to the matter at hand.
Wow, there she is.
The USS Resolute. She may not not look like much compared to the bigger ships, but as far as science vessels go, she can more than hold her own. And she doesn't look so bad considering 6 months ago she was nearly cracked in half venting plasma fighting for her life.
It was an accident?
The equipment malfunctioned. An accident suggests fault, but no one's to blame. It was a planned test, but the warp core was pushed beyond its limits. It destabilized the dilithium, there was a runaway reaction, and the warp bubble deformed. We thought we could reach a higher resonant frequency, but it was more than she could handle. Cost us our first officer and 22 of our crew.
But you fucked up.
At the end of the day,
I'm sorry for you. That's a high price. It could have been worse. That's a high price.
To have lost so many lives. That's a high price to pay.
Too high by any estimation. But there's nothing that can be done about it now except get back to work. And make sure it never happens again. Listen. I realize you've known Captain Solano for quite some time. And I'm sure you're ready to bring your best. But I should warn you that when the captain announced you would be the new first officer, there were those who felt it was a mistake. That he should have promoted from within. So you might want to tread lightly.
I need to get over that. I can earn their trust. Thanks for the heads up. They'll have to get over it.
All due respect to anyone that feels that way. They're gonna have to get over it. I'm here, and I have a job to do. Just like anyone else.
That's true, but I wouldn't say it like that. Starfleet has assigned us a high-priority mission to the Hotari region. I'll let the captain brief you on board.
Alright, right, Jara made a memorable first impression with the commander, coming off as rather rude and abrupt despite being empathetic to what the crew of the Resolute suffered. Ensign Calway was grateful for Jara's helpful guidance when he was nervous on the flight simulator. Oh well. They'll get over it.
I know he's eager to see you.
Will we be mission ready in time?
We have every intention. The crew has been working around the clock to get the ship ready. There's still so much to do.
That looks stuck.
Stuck. I got just the thing.
Find a plasma torch. Sensitivity on this is that's the plasma torch. Assuming that's what I do. Oh, I hold it. Fair enough. Kaboom! There we go.
Is that?
Oh yeah. The lower decks. I wonder if we see Boiler.
I thought the thing was totally fried. Nice work, Carter.
Nothing to it, Millie.
And not a moment too soon. The boss wants us down in engineering. Like, now.
Alright, so we are playing Carter and Jara. Okay. Yeah, shift well, we know, I've learnt that one. We'll run! Pick him up!
Come on!
Oh, these are heavier than they look. Makes more sense than zero G. You're welcome. So clean I can see myself.
Carter Diaz!
And you know what? Not half bad.
Yeah, I like him. I'm coming. Gotta help your crew out now and again, haven't you? You need help?
Hey, need any help? Okay. Good luck.
Stop in section 2. New computer reroutes. So then, I'm thinking we'll have to do the work in that tube. Then
Need
take the
help.
turbo lift from section 2 to section 3.
Well, wait,
No.
there's a subfloor crossover around junction 32E.
I'm coming. Patient woman.
Engineering.
I heard the new EXO just arrived. Won't be long before we get underway. I just hope whatever Chovak called us down for it's something good. I can never tell with him. I'd rather not end up degaussing plasma manifolds.
We can handle anything.
Being upside down makes me queasy.
You and me working together, we can tackle anything he throws at us.
Your optimism is positively contagious. Looks like we got here before.
Lieutenant Commander Chovak.
We were just looking for you, Commander.
Petty Officers Ed Solar, Diaz. I was beginning to think you would be late. We are all hands on deck right now, which means if you are not at your post at the appointed time, I do not have someone to replace you. A point I have been forced to make to Petty Officers.
Sorry, we're irreplaceable. Almost late is not. Sorry for the delay. Sorry for the delay.
Apologies for the delay, Commander.
I do not want your apologies. Simply see to it that it does not happen again.
Bloody Vulcans.
So, I don't suppose you wanted us down here to check in before we go off duty?
Equip yourselves in EV suits to work on the exterior of the hull. I need you to tune the structural integrity field for optimal performance. The subspace distortions and ionic interference we are experiencing are preventing the proper calibration. But this ship must be ready to depart shortly, despite the storm. The precise nature of these
You
disturbances
sound
are
worried.
not
We'll be
fully
ready. The
understood,
storm will pass, right?
but many systems have been affected by the
You
wide
sound worried.
bandwidth of activity.
How concerned should we be about the storm? Are you worried?
Vulcans do not worry. We calculate the variables and take appropriate precautions to mitigate the risk. Right now, that entails making critical preparations, because long-range sensors show that these disturbances will be more severe at our destination, the Hotari system. You have your orders. Do not delay.
Yes,
Roger
Commander
that.
Chovak.
Yeah, come on then.
All hands on deck.
What's that?
All hands on deck. That's what Chovak said. You know what that means? It means this ship isn't ready to go out, and the brass know it. So they're throwing every warm body.
They're scrambling, so it's on us now. You worry too much. It's on us.
Consequences be damned.
It all comes down to us, Nilly. We're the ones who will get it ready.
I know what we can do. But this isn't just any old refit or any old relaunch.
Oh, whoa. Excuse me.
A lot of new faces coming on board. It's gotta be tough coming as a replacement.
Give them chance. They'll be ready. I have no doubts. Give them a chance.
They seem alright. Something that happened 6 months ago while they were off on another ship? Well, that's nothing to hold against them.
Yeah, you're right. I guess getting a little new blood on board doesn't hurt. hold on. Now there's an old face I didn't expect to see again. Hey, Miranda!
You weren't gonna leave without me, were you?
Miranda, you're here?
We thought you were staying on the Adirondack.
Transfer came in at the last minute, so I figured I'd slum it on this bucket of bolts. Looks like you got her back together pretty nicely.
Welcome aboard.
I wasn't sure what to expect.
I'm gonna take the high road here, pretend you didn't say that, and welcome you aboard.
He's a better diplomat than I am.
He still owes me a bottle of Saurian brandy. Don't think I forgot.
Oh yeah, it's coming back to me now.
Maybe Carter can rustle up that bottle and we can give you a proper welcome. As soon as we wrap up this quick little spacewalk.
Thank you for my helmet.
Here, let me help you.
Thanks.
So what's the word? Are you back in the security rotation?
Yep. Still running with the usual suspects.
Whoa.
Good to go. See you on the other side.
No, you won't.
Activating magnetic souls.
Ooh, sod that for fucking whatever. Right, let's see what we got. Miranda felt encouraged by Carter's warm reception when she first arrived aboard the Resolute, holding out hope there might be some chemistry between them. Ooh, they could get it on. Lieutenant Carter found Carter to be respectful and responsible when he and Etzilla, whatever her name was almost late in the main engineering. Ooh, I'm doing well with them two. Alright, I'm going for a spacewalk, people.
Have you never gets old.
Let's go.
Well, that does look good. Oh, we're heading round to the command deck, the bridge. Yep, I think we are. My ready room.
Captain Solano should be here momentarily.
All right.
You'll have to forgive me, I don't know much about Kobleods. But my understanding is you need a steady supply of duridium to keep your cell structure stabilized, or bad things start to happen. And we have plenty of duridium in sickbay, so there's no risk of running out.
Thank you.
Feel free to make yourself at home. And help yourself to whatever you like from the replicator.
Ooh, thank you. I shall have some Earl Grey tea. What we got on here? Diploma.
I can't believe he keeps this around. Don't even know where mine is.
Can I go in there? Ah, damn it. What?
The first mineral Captain Solano ever discovered. Always was the nostalgic type.
Can I get anything?
Just a sip of something.
Tea.
Tea. That's lovely.
time I saw you, it was graduation from the academy. You'd already secured one of the most prestigious assignments possible. And you were burning with enough ambition to fuel 7 trips around the Necrid Expanse.
It's good to see you again, Captain.
I could not be happier to have you on the Resolute. My only regret is that we couldn't provide you with a warmer welcome. The arrival of a first
This is
officer-
enough for me. I had hope for more. Let's just get to work. This is enough for me.
Unfortunately, we've had our hands full with the refit.
That would be totally unnecessary. I don't need any pomp and circumstance.
You've been here all of 5 minutes, and already you're trying to make us more efficient. I like it. As I'm sure you've heard, we've had a rough go of it these last 6 months.
Yep.
The ship suffered some damage, but not nearly as much.
I mean, the
as-
accident, it was malfunction. I don't know the details. It was a malfunction.
I heard that you had an equipment malfunction.
Is that what they're calling it? No, that's just someone being generous. If anything, it was a leadership malfunction. We were on the verge of a major scientific breakthrough. A quantum leap forward in warp core technology. 10,000 teradynes per second. The ability to travel at a sustained rate of speed longer and faster than we ever dreamed. What would have been the crowning achievement of my career. Right there. Within our grasp. Until it all went so horribly wrong. We pushed her too hard, and a warp core malfunction overloaded the system, creating a pressure gradient way beyond what the ship can handle. It was heartbreaking. We lost some of our best people. As captain, I have to take full responsibility. It was my decision to make, and I have to live with the consequences.
You aren't to blame. The crew knew the risk. We have to move on. Crew knew the risk.
We all know the risks when we sign up. There are no guarantees. As much as we tell ourselves otherwise.
True. But as captain, my job is to mitigate and manage the risks as much as possible.
Yep, your fault.
And that's where I failed. In my defense, I will say I might have avoided the whole ordeal if my senior staff had been willing to trust me. There was a lot of pushback from my former XO, and I think that cost me his confidence. I don't want you to pull any punches. Certainly not on my account. But once we decide on a course of action, I need everyone to fully commit to the mission. And
What happened if they don't? You can rely on me. The final decision is.
And that's when things start to go
What
south.
happens if they don't?
And what happens if they don't?
There's a chain of command for a reason. We all have our orders.
That's true. Everyone on this ship should know that.
Sometimes the occasional reminder doesn't hurt. Look, I'll be blunt. We can't afford another mistake. Or at least I can't. I feel like my career is hanging in the balance here.
Yep, get rid of him.
Win.
He's shit.
Something to restore the crew's confidence.
I understand.
On a more positive note, Starfleet has tasked us with what they're calling a mission of the highest priority. Escorting a senior diplomat to Hotari space. 2 previously peaceful and otherwise non-aggressive civilizations now find themselves on the brink of all-out war.
So it's a peacekeeping mission.
I see it as a golden opportunity to not only prove what the Resolute and her crew are truly capable of, but also a mission for which we're uniquely qualified. This ionic storm. Our long-range sensors suggest it's several orders of magnitude stronger than anything on record. A total anomaly like nothing we've seen before. And you'll never guess where it leads.
Hatari.
Exactly. Very nearly in the precise location where we're headed.
Oh, funny that. That's a powerful storm. Is the crew prepared? Who is this diplomat?
But
Is the crew prepared? Oh, wrong one.
Rendezvous.
So basically, we're being sent into the eye of a storm, more powerful than anything on record.
Well, yes. But we're taking every precaution. But I don't want to get ahead of myself. I expect we'll have some rough sledding when we arrive, so I need you to prepare prepare the crew for the worst. There's just one more thing I want to clarify up front. The metric that for me will be the ultimate measure of your success.
What is it?
If after serving as my first officer, you don't one day find yourself with a ship of your own, then I will consider it my personal failure. When that might happen is
The sooner the better. I would be honored. I still have a lot to learn. Sooner the better.
Hopefully that day comes sooner rather than later.
Pace yourself. Like I said, when it happens is entirely up to you. But first, you have to be willing to put in the work.
Of course.
Come. Let me introduce you to the crew.
Ooh, that's grey. Was that neutral then? So what's he? Captain Salome was confused by Jara's combination of both humility and obvious ambition after their first meeting. Oh, suck dick. I want my own ship. And then I could blow it up. Oh, the bridge.
Everyone, if I could have your attention for a moment. I'd like to introduce Commander Jara Rydek, our new first officer. Some quick introductions. This is Lieutenant Handar, our helmsman, one of the best in the business.
One of?
Well, what he lacks in humility, he more than makes up for in ability.
A pleasure to meet you, Commander.
Likewise.
Next, we have Commander Westbrook, our Chief Science Officer. I've come to rely on his expert counsel on a regular basis.
Pleasure.
Commander Rydek, it is such an honor to meet you.
This is our tactical officer, Lieutenant Bedrosian, who's been looking forward to meeting you for about as long as I can remember.
I've been following your career for quite some time, and I look forward to learning as much as I can.
The honor is mine. You've heard of me. That's very kind. You've heard of me?
You've heard of me?
Well, I have to admit, one of the reasons I've followed your career is because you're part Kobliad, because of what you've overcome. Starfleet stands up for people who can't defend themselves, and you were one of those people once. But since then, you've done so much to protect others who need it. I really admire that. So, you've...
I'm glad I inspired you. That's very flattering. Enough about me.
Close to what you've done.
That's very flattering. Flattering. Oh.
I don't know what to say. That's incredibly flattering. Thank you.
I hope someday I can follow in your footsteps.
I'm sure you will.
And then, of course, you've already met Commander Ermont.
Commander.
Please do everything you can to make Commander Rydek feel at home here. I'll be on the starbase. Have an urgent meeting with the starbase commander to get our authorization to get underway. If they drag their feet any longer, we won't make our rendezvous. The bridge is yours.
Woohoo! Sit in the captain's chair when you're ready. Alright, no point in dilly-dallying. Let's get in the chair.
Commander, Chief Engineer Chovak needs to lower the structural integrity field. He's sent a crew out to recalibrate the emitters in response to the danger posed by the storm. We just need your go-ahead.
Permission granted.
Lowering structural integrity field now.
Entering maintenance mode. Condition blue.
The storm is getting worse.
Looks like they turned off the SIF.
Great. Let's get to that emitter.
Alright, let's go. How does lowering the shields fill me with vote confidence?
I half expect to see her in pieces again.
She's still got some scars on her. It adds character.
When I joined Starfleet, all I wanted was a ride out of town. But this isn't exactly how I pictured it.
On the outside of the ship?
No. Sometimes it feels like we're just part of machinery. Don't you want more than that? I mean,
I'm more than that. Of course I do. I got no complaints. I got no complaints.
What are you complaining about? We got the best seat in the house out here. You wanted to get away. I enlisted because I didn't want to wait years just to get out and see the galaxy. I wanted to go somewhere. See new worlds. Look up at a sky no one's ever seen before. Just because I'm cranking a hyperspanner up in a Jeffries tube today doesn't mean that's all I'll ever be. Diaz to Commander Chovak. We are at the Sif emitter.
Acknowledged. You may proceed with the recalibration.
Don't lose it.
Beginning recalibration.
Tap nose to center. Okay. June. Okay. I did it.
Looks good. That wasn't so hard.
Or was it?
Commander Westbrook, right? Chief Science Officer.
You remembered my name and my rank. Impressive. Yes, I'm the Chief Science Officer, and I have the dubious honor of being the most senior officer on this bridge. I know this ship inside and out.
You think highly of yourself. That's impressive. So you're useful. But you're useful.
Well, I'm so glad you said that. Now I know exactly who to turn to when I have questions.
Questions are more Commander Ermont's territory. Captain Solano primarily relies on my knowledge and expertise when he needs answers. I'm curious, though. A Kobliad, or half in your case, is an odd choice for First Officer, given your vulnerable condition and all. But if, as an example, we found ourselves in a hostile situation, and you were suddenly incapacitated because you needed an infusion, what would happen then?
I'll smack you in the face. You prick.
You'd leave Captain Solano without an XO. Granted, that would
It's never been a problem. The captain understands. Thanks for your concern.
not outside the realm of
It's never been a problem.
In my entire career, it's never been an issue, or caused the slightest problem. And I don't expect this to be any different.
I was just curious, that's all.
Or don't be, you prick.
Listen, can I be blunt, Commander?
I see no reason to stop now.
Sutherland, your predecessor, was one of the best first officers in all of Starfleet. His record was impeccable and his reputation was without equal. I mean no disrespect, but
What you do, you
the
prick.
shoes you're stepping into are almost impossible to fill. He was loved by the
I could never fill his shoes. Try getting to know me. Do you have a problem? Do you have a problem?
so I can only hope that you'll live up to expectations.
Mr. Westbrook, if you have some kind of problem with me, and you just met me so it has nothing to do with me, you're gonna have to figure out how to get over it. Because I'm here, and I'm not going anywhere. Do you read me?
Loud and clear. I'll stick to science. That is what this ship is for.
Very well.
Seeing as Captain Solano is on the starbase, let me give you an update on this ion storm we're flying into. It's unusual, unlike anything I've ever seen. At the moment, I can't tell you if the Resolute will shrug it off or if we're putting ourselves at risk. However, if we learn more about its patterns, its nature, we can come up with a scientific countermeasure. Just a moment.
That don't look good.
Massive energy wave inbound.
On screen.
trajectory.
Starbase docking clamps are holding. The storm's emissions are fluctuating, coming in waves. And if my projections are right, we're about to get hit by a wideband burst of ionic energy.
Fucking Mozzie.
Like a tsunami. I'm reading
Red alert.
Red alert.
Aye.
Fucking hell. 5 minutes as captain and already an issue.
Evacuating main gangway and retracting. Putting sensor visualization on screen. With the structural integrity field shut down, we can't take a direct hit.
Time to impact. 1 minute.
Shield systems are severely impacted. We have limited protection.
I need every available solution. What are our options?
We can weaken the impact of the storm with a deflector pulse.
There's a better way.
I'm sending all auxiliary power to the deflector dish.
Send the aux power to the shields. We can't reactivate the entire shield bubble, but it's a directional threat. So we can orient all we have towards the wave. You have to believe me.
We only get one shot at this. We can't afford to get it wrong.
Right, which is why we need to send power to our shields.
Go on then, shields up.
Petrosian, get those shields up.
Rerouting power to shields. Stand by. I need a heading. We've only got one shot.
Understood. On my command.
Go.
Heading locked.
Raise shields.
Shields up. Incoming. Hold on.
Hands, brace for impact.
What happened?
We have experienced a surge of radiation.
Oh, you don't say.
This radiation supercharged the plasma, forcing it to backflush through the system and creating a dangerous imbalance.
Blow out every primary system on the ship.
Just tell us where you need us.
I need you to traverse the hull to the access port to recalibrate the port nacelle plasma regulator.
Okay, sounds like fun. Now we got to walk all the way to the other end of the ship.
We've reached the first access point.
Understood. Do you see the override for the level 1 failsafe circuits?
Yep, I've got them.
Engage the override. It should allow us to stop the EPS flow to the warp engine without triggering an automatic core shutdown.
Failsafe override engaged.
Are you sure? I am registering some crosstalk in the bypass circuit.
We need to route the signals so they don't interfere with each other.
Now, how did I guess that was going to be it?
Diaz to Resolute. The failsafes are temporarily disabled. Moving on to the EPS regulator.
Ooh, one thing down. Let's go to the next one.
What is that?
One of the discharges coalesced.
It's coming right toward us. I'm gonna try to disrupt it with my phaser.
One, equip, aim, fire. Okay. We got it.
So we gotta climb up the pylon. Not that there's really an up, but, you know.
Use your phaser to clear a path. Okay. Oh, oh, he got me.
Are you alright?
Yeah. So took most of it. Just snuck up on me.
That damaged your suit. Energy density is down to 60%.
Bastard. Come on. Shit. Another one coming up over there. Ooh, phaser phasers.
We're almost to the regulator.
Come on. Alright, don't you shoot any, will ya? Got him.
We're at the regulator.
Get it open.
Access panel.
And now halting the EPS flow to the port nacelle, we have little time before it causes an overload in the engine. You must work efficiently.
I'm working efficiently.
EPS manifold adjusters reset to neutral.
Alright. No, the white one. Alright, the yellow one.
The EPS lines to the port warp engine are back in balance.
Wait, we did it.
Almost done. Once I cycle the manifold nozzles, choke up.
Ew, that's not good.
Get down! DS to bridge. We just lost the docking clamp. We've got a lot of debris coming down. All vibrations, too. We can't finish the EPS regulation in these conditions. Please advise.
We have to release this ship from that other docking clamp or the hull will be ripped apart.
There's a problem. The clamps are supposed to disengage automatically in an emergency, but it's not working.
Not working.
What are our options?
The docking clamps are fitted with exploding bolts for an emergency release.
We've got crew out there. That'd be like setting off a bomb next to them.
Maybe there's another way.
Starbase is hailing us.
Put him through.
Oh,
The remaining mooring arm is failing. You need to disengage from the starbase now. The damage to the station.
our crew is out there.
We have crew outside and are looking for
We
the
have
safest
people
way.
on this station. If that mooring arm breaks, we could lose dozens of crew.
Commander, hear me out. Reverse the polarity of the hull, which theoretically will repel the docking clamps.
And repel the engineering crew right off the hull into the storm.
This is Captain Solano. Put me on screen.
Go ahead. Captain, we have a situation.
Commander, what are you doing? Blow the bolts on the docking clamp.
The captain doesn't know the whole story.
I'm giving you an order. Jara,
It's not that simple.
All due respect, sir, it's a more complex situation than when you
Jara,
disembarked.
I need you to do the right thing. We can't have this go sideways before we even leave for the mission.
The captain made himself quite clear.
They're gonna get hammered with debris out there. Reverse the polarity.
There is protocol.
Reverse the polarity.
Starbase, stand by. We're gonna flip hull polarity to disengage
Do
the
it.
clamps.
Yes, Commander.
Oh, he's gone red.
Repair crew, this is Acting Captain Jara Rydek. Be advised, we are going to reverse hull polarity to free us from the remaining docking clamp. Tether yourself and deactivate your boots on my mark.
Understood.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark!
Oh, just in time.
Grab my hand. I got you.
Thank you.
balance is reaching critical condition. We are moments from primary system failure.
I got it.
Push. Push it. Oh dear. Come on. Oh, it's get in there. Got it. Woohoo! Oh, there's a surge.
Look out!
I got you. Petty Officer Etzelar's hurt and unconscious. I'm gonna have to tow her back to the airlock.
Mr. Diaz, the situation has changed. You are at risk of triggering a substantial electromagnetic arc if you approach the main hull the way you came.
But Commander, the way we came is the nearest airlock.
There's an auxiliary hatch near you on the far end of the pylon. You must bring Miss Etzelar there to access the interior.
Roger that.
Okay.
Going there now.
Woo! Keep walking. Move your ass.
I'm at the auxiliary hatch.
You go first.
What?
Let me save your neck this time.
No, both go together.
No time to fight me on this.
No way, you first.
Not on your life.
Let's not let it come down to that.
Oh dear.
We made it.
They're safe, bringing the Sith fully online.
Do it.
God, I thought I was going to be a shit captain. Damn it. The price of duty. Oh, what's happened to him?
Nilly.
I'm good. Help me with him.
Let's get this off.
Yeah, that don't look good.
Got one wounded at my location. Carter. You don't look so good.
Nope. That's gonna bite him in the ass.
I just got here. I'm not ready to see you two get blown to space dust just yet. Now let's get you down to sickbay.
Great.
Oh, oh, oh.
Status report.
The repair crew made it inside. EPS flow is back to nominal levels. The SIF is back up.
How does this affect mission readiness, Mr. Ermont?
Releasing the docking clamps using hull polarity minimized damage to the Resolute. We'll have some last-minute repairs to make, but if we reapportion some of the staff, we can make our departure on time. As of now, however, we are successfully moored to the station.
Good to hear. Send updates to my ready room. Commander Rydek, with me.
Yeah, bastard.
You disobeyed my orders.
I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry. It was the right decision.
Respectfully, Captain, I made the right choice given the information I had.
You disobeyed my orders! And not just in front of the bridge crew, but the Starbase staff as well. That's going to get around. My name's already tarnished around the fleet. But what is it going to do to my credibility on this ship?
Tough shit.
From the top to the bottom.
You don't have the facts.
To lower decks.
It won't happen again. You're right. You didn't have the facts.
Maybe I shouldn't have disobeyed a direct order. But you were wrong. You weren't on board, and you didn't have all the information. So I made the right decision for the ship. If you're worried about your credibility, put your ego aside and trust your crew.
Yeah.
Trust me.
You might have won some fans on the bridge with that stunt, but not everyone. Lieutenant Commander Chovak has already bent my ear.
I'm sure he doesn't take it personally. He'll get over it in time.
Mr. Chovak is more complicated than he would want to admit. I guess we all are. And, if I'm being honest, I'm not sure what I would have done in the moment either. You never really know if you weren't in those shoes. So,
Thank you for understanding. I let you down.
did what you had to.
Am I dismissed? Am I dismissed?
That'll have to be good enough for me.
Am I dismissed, sir?
Dismissed? We have work to do. Despite it all, we got our final Starfleet clearance to depart. So if you'll fetch Mr. Ermot, we'll knock out the final details of any outstanding repairs, and we'll set out for Hotari.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, see? Bastard. Alright, let's see what did that do with that. Fury over having his orders deferred was compared to Jara's continued rebellious attitude and stubborn opposition to his leadership. Leaving him question his choice for first officer. What does she like? Bedrosen, admire Jan, protect the crew with Starbase ordered her to disengage docking clamps, and she thought highly of Jara's efforts to explain the complexity of the situations to Captain Sarah, and she was relieved with her defiant Captain Sarah orders. Okay, what does he think? Respect to Jara's inclination to protect the crew when Starbase ordered her to disengage docking clamps, and he applauded Jara's effort to explain the complexity of the situation to Captain Solaris. Ultimately, he was thankful when Jara defied Captain Solaris' orders and made her own command decision in the moment. Yay! I was glad Jara's first instinct was to protect the crew when Starbase ordered her to disengage docking clamps, and he appreciated Jara's efforts to explain the complexity of the situation. Kamaru respects Jara's rational approach when she defied Captain. Jara did not approve of Jara's unwillingness to follow protocol when she defied Captain's orders to blow the bolts from the docking clamps. He's still the same. Carter, how Carter doing? Grateful when Carter put her safety ahead of his own out on the whole. Felt encouraged by Carter. He's still the same. He's still the same. Resume. Okay. We're doing alright with our crew then. My plan to be a shit captain's not working.
All departments reporting full mission readiness. We've got our full complement on board.
This is my favorite moment, right now.
The start of a new mission is always full of possibility.
The Orion Syndicate could sell it as a drug.
Don't let the Admiralty hear you say that.
Captain on the bridge.
Sit, everyone. You all know, I'm not big on speeches. We're embarking on the first mission since our refit. Let's make it a good one. Disengage docking clamps.
Hey, we finally get to go out into space.
Thrusters ahead, Mr. Handar.
Engage. Oh, hit the mic. That is a good looking ship.
That should do it. Set a course for the Hotari system. Prepare to go to Warp 8.
Aye, Captain.
You know what? You take this one.
Me?
Make way. Make way.
Helm. Make way.
Yeah, we get our own say in.
Make way.
It's a sailing term.
I know that.
Easy.
Thank you. I'm fine. Really,
You don't look so good.
Oh, we need some.
I have to get to sickbay.
Go.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Well, that was quite a scare. A few minutes more and it would have been one of the shortest tenures on record for a first officer.
I tried.
Is that the engineer that was out on the hull?
That storm did a real number on him, but he'll live. Just needs rest. You should worry about yourself. Your deridium levels got dangerously low and destabilized your cell structure.
This is definitely one of the more memorable first days I can think of.
My name is Dr. Aram Duval, Chief Medical Officer. To be honest, I've never met a Kobliad before. You're...
Rare. I know.
I was going to say special. Your people's numbers have dwindled, despite the Federation's efforts to find a more readily available alternative to the deridium you need to survive. Yet you joined Starfleet and managed to thrive. I imagine the responsibility must be overwhelming. Maybe even a burden at times.
It can be difficult. It's who I am. No, it's an honor. It's who I am.
I know what it means. And I know the responsibility that comes with it. But I can't be anything more than who I am. And if someone has a problem with that, or expects something else, then that's their problem, not mine.
That's exactly right. And don't worry, I won't treat you like a science experiment.
Oh, but please do.
Leave the experiments to Solano.
You don't agree with his methods?
I don't agree with his definition of acceptable risks. Not when the lives of your crew are at stake. My professional opinion is that the accident took a toll. More than he's willing to admit.
Mutiny.
He's overstressed, operating in the pressure cooker of his own mind. Which is never a good headspace when the lives of your crew are at stake. What concerns me is that now he's even further away from the thing he's been chasing his entire career. Breakthrough discovery.
He learnt his lesson. I won't let that happen. No risk, no reward. I won't let it happen.
The more the time passes and the further out of reach it gets, the more risk he'll be willing to take.
I hear you. But that's my job, isn't it? To make sure that doesn't happen. And we don't lose sight of the bigger picture.
Which is exactly why I'm so glad you're here. We need you now more than ever. And I have to give you credit for what happened on the bridge. It took guts to defy a direct order.
She likes us.
Huh. I guess word travels fast around here.
It's a small ship, and everyone's curious about the new XO. Fortunately, your cell structure's almost completely stabilized. And I'll spare us both the lecture, but I do feel it's my responsibility to remind you, without regular infusions of Duridium, you will not live. It's as simple as that.
Understood.
And my work here is done.
I'll be seeing you again, Doc.
Lieutenant Bedrosian.
I came to see if you were okay. We were all pretty worried on the bridge. No one knew what was happening.
Thanks for coming.
I'm feeling much better. Thank you. It's just part of who I am.
You don't have to explain to me. I understand. I'm just glad you're okay.
You're my #1 fan.
You trusted me earlier with the shields, and I appreciated that. I want you to know that I have your back.
Thank you.
I got your back too. Don't worry.
Now, Carter, the emissions that gave you that burn are quite unusual, like everything else that goes with this storm. That's the combination of hyronalin and lectrazine to counter the radiation effects. That should help speed your healing. She's come by a couple of times to see you already.
They're getting it on.
It's good to see you awake again. I was starting to get worried.
How do I look? Thanks for checking on me. Can't get rid of me. Can't get rid of me.
It did take one hell of a shot, though.
Ah, come on. You know you can't get rid of me that easy.
Don't push me, Diaz. You do not want to see me try.
No, nope. I am not getting on your bad side.
I am a formidable enemy. Millie was looking in on you too, by the way. But since it's just us right now, I had a chance to think about this while I was away. And I thought it was important that I just come out and tell you. Instead of tiptoeing around it.
Go on.
It's okay, Miranda.
You like me.
You can tell me anything.
I know that.
Then come on. Just spit it out.
I'm trying. Let me talk. What I'm trying to say is, we've been really good friends for a long time. But I got back here and I couldn't ignore it anymore. I want to see if there's more between us than just being friends.
I have feelings for you too.
You don't have to explain it. I feel the same way. There is something between us.
So, do you want to find out what that something is? If it's there for you, and it's there for me.
Absolutely.
Are you kidding me? I just said yes.
I wanted to be sure I heard that right.
Sorry to interrupt, but the patient needs to rest if he wants to get back to his old...
Damn it.
Of course. I'll see you again soon.
We'll meet in the Jeffrey Cheese later. Romance in Star Trek, of course.
Approaching the rendezvous point outside Atari space. Helm, bring us out of warp. Dropping to impulse.
Ooh.
Ionic interference surging, Captain.
Shield integrity holding. We can take it.
We are at the correct coordinates to meet the shuttle.
Commander Rydek, find us our diplomat, if you will.
Ooh.
Aye, Captain.
Who's our diplomat?
Let's reduce the noise. Filter out environmental signals. I can manually tune what's left for Federation signal types.
Wee. And there it is.
I've located the shuttle.
Opening comms.
On screen.
Shuttle to Resolute. Shuttle to Resolute. Debris field. Lost maneuvering.
Beam him aboard. Damn
Power
it.
up the tractor beam. We'll pull them directly into the docking bay.
Diaz, you good to run the tractor emitter?
Yes, sir.
You sure?
I'm sure.
Ah, damn it. Do I have to lock on?
First thing, lock onto the shuttle and stabilize the rotation.
Well, there we go. Ooh, there we go.
We're pulling in debris.
I'm on it.
Oh, it's difficult. Come on. Got it. Last one. Come on. Got it. What the hell? That's a big one. Laser it.
That's gonna take out the shuttle. Diaz, the bridge. There's a large piece of debris headed for the shuttle. The tractor beam can't handle it.
Torpedoes.
Our shields take it.
I believe so.
Commander Ryder, plot an intercept course.
On it.
Oh, W.
Here we go. Maneuvering thrusters bearing 53 Mark 17. 200 meters on an intercept course.
Go. Well.
Got it.
Whoa! Someone's working hard on the bridge.
Oh, deep. Well. Shuttle on board. Who's our diplomat?
We got the shuttlecraft on board.
Good job. We're on our way down to meet them.
Terra firma, so to speak.
Ooh, Spark.
Ambassador Spock. The captain will be right down to meet you, sir.
In that case, I will wait for him here.
Okay. Welcome aboard.
Well, let me be the first to say, welcome to the Resolute, Ambassador.
Thank you, Petty Officer...
Carter? Carter Diaz. Sir.
I am pleased to meet you, Petty Officer Carter Diaz. It appears I have you to thank for my safe arrival. Your assistance arrived not a moment too soon.
Just doing my job.
Say so.
All in a day's work, Ambassador. This is what I'm here for.
Quite dutifully. We thought we were prepared for our arrival in Otari space, but it is evident my craft was not sufficiently robust for such intense ionic activity.
The storm has been pretty intense.
There was an element that was most unusual. Before you came to our aid, our maneuvering thrusters and impulse engines were rendered inoperable. So we attempted a short traversal at warp speed, only to find that we could not achieve warp at all, even though our diagnostics computer showed no faults or anomalies. do you make of that? By all indications,
Probably this Storm
Warfield
40 computer. I can't speculate.
but in practice,
Probably this Storm.
find it is not.
Well, this storm is one of the strangest phenomena we've ever encountered. It's disrupted other systems. Who knows what it might do to a warp drive?
Yes, it would seem further investigation is called for.
Take readings, run some additional diagnostic checks, and we'll get to the bottom of this.
Quite logical, Petty Officer Diaz. Thank you.
Ambassador Spock,
Excuse me.
I'm honored to have you aboard. I'd like to get right to it. We're already behind.
Well, hey, good impressions. Provocation to war. Ooh, sounds interesting.
Ambassador Spock, my senior staff. It's not every day that a captain gets to welcome a Starfleet legend aboard.
You flatter me, Captain Solano. But legend implies the past tense, whereas I am very much focused on our present circumstances.
I didn't mean to suggest you were stuck in the past. You're right.
But you are a legend. Let's focus on the future. We need your expertise. We need your expertise.
Your experience comes from the past, but our present situation calls for it.
True enough.
We were hoping you could fill us in on the details. We got the basics from Starfleet. Two formerly peaceful neighbors are now on the brink of war.
Indeed, and the tension between them grows fiercer by the hour. Lydia and Hotari. The Lydians are the more advanced species. They made first contact with the Hotari over a century ago. This is Tau, the Hotari moon. It is rich in dilithium, and for decades, the Hotari and the Illydians have shared a mining operation there. The Illydians provide the technological resources, while the Hotari have served as the labor force. The stability of that arrangement was the source of their peace, until recently. The Hotari have suddenly and forcefully seized control of the mining operations and expelled the Illydians from their system. That is the official story, as told by the Hotari when they requested Federation mediation. But the details remain scant. Communications between all parties have
The Aldori Sotele can hold the mines. How did this happen? How did this happen?
How is it the Hotari were able to turn the tables and take the mines against superior forces, especially after decades in this arrangement?
Unclear. The answer to that question may be the key to a new, lasting peace, and one that I hope we can uncover during these negotiations. But it is unlikely the relatively primitive Hotari forces would stand a chance against the Illydian fleet if this escalates to open war. Left unchecked, this conflict will result in more bloodshed, which is what we are here to prevent.
And the dilithium trade hangs in the balance.
Clearly, the Hotari have been exploited in this relationship.
Maybe we can persuade them peace is the more profitable alternative for everyone. They both profited from the mine.
They don't want peace. They'd still get exploited. They'll still get exploited.
It's our objective, after all.
We can call it profitable or mutually beneficial, but at the end of the day, the Hotari are still being exploited for their own resources.
True peace is not merely the absence of war. And as such, this conflict will surely come again.
Neither the Illydians or the Hotari are members of the Federation, so we can't make them do anything.
There is an additional complicating factor I should mention.
Of course.
In the past, the Federation has relied on the Illydians as a source of dilithium.
That certainly changes things.
Federation
This gives us leverage. We won't be trusted, so I guess we Captor.
This is one of them.
This gives us leverage.
that as leverage with the Illidians. They'll want the Federation to continue buying from them.
There might be something to that, Commander.
Putting that on the table could make the Hotari more hostile.
Given the Federation's involvement in the Illidium-dilithium trade, Captain Solano and I must make every effort to appear neutral in these negotiations.
What worries me is if this whole thing unravels, and we're at the mercy of the storm at less than full strength.
We can't let it come to that.
Considering what the Ion Storm has done to our ship, and the Ambassador's shuttle, we have to assume the Illidian fleet has had problems with it as well. This recent surge in the energy disturbance temporarily levels the playing field.
Commander Westbrook is correct.
They won't dare attack us. This buys us some time. It's a perfect storm.
But they have never been observed on the orders of magnitude we have seen in recent weeks.
That may answer why the Hotari were able to strike back after so long. They finally had an opportunity, and they took it.
That would also explain the Illidians' restraint.
And reason to learn as much about the energy anomaly as we can while we are here. We do not want to be caught at a disadvantage of our own. So I trust we understand our circumstances.
Yes,
We're
Spock.
operating on a strict timetable here, and we're going to be leaving for the negotiations shortly. Commander Westbrook, I want you to leverage our systems to investigate the anomaly from here while we're gone.
Aye, Captain.
Thank you all.
Dismissed.
Thank you, Spock.
I want to speak to both of you privately.
Ambassador Spock, I'd like to make a formal introduction. My first officer, Commander Jara Rydek.
Commander, as you are aware, there are limits to what Captain Solano and I can do in our official capacity as representatives of the Federation. But someone in an unofficial capacity, your first officer, for example, would not be bound by those restrictions. Commander Rydek could ingratiate herself to certain parties behind the scenes.
Let's go rogue.
Be more candid in revealing information that could lead to a resolution.
She certainly goes her own way.
Whatever it takes.
That helps in this case.
I'm perfectly happy to work outside the lines.
And by extension, you will be doing your duty, Commander.
Just not too far outside the lines. Well, I hope Commander Rydek will have more luck finding out what really happened than we will through official diplomatic channels.
The fate of the negotiations, the interests of the Federation, and the prospect for peace may very well depend on it.
Dun dun dun. Alright, let's see what that did for us then. Ambassador Spark noticed Jara's keen intellect and unique insight into the dynamics of the Haughty Aldin conflict during the mission briefing. Ambassador Spock also noted Jara's positive attitude when presented with her back-channel mission. Yeah, we're going rogue. Ambassador Spock was impressed by Carter's skill use of the tractor beam to rescue his shuttle, and he was struck by Carter's modest and work ethic. Okay. Modes. Okay. Shooting, stealth. Okay. Alright, resume. Let's fight.
Mr. Diaz, I understand you have already discussed the warp drive failure with Ambassador Spock?
I have.
It is imperative that the Ambassador's shuttle be flight ready. I need you both to ascertain the root cause of the system failures he encountered.
I'm surprised, Commander. I thought you would have wanted to work on Ambassador Spock's shuttle yourself.
I respect the Ambassador and his many accomplishments, but I do not derive any satisfaction from interacting with his shuttle as if it were somehow transubstantiated through its association with him.
You're a prick.
Especially when I
I want to do it. Do you enjoy anything? It's just a normal shuttle. Do you enjoy anything?
Commander Chovak, is there anything you do enjoy?
I take pleasure in the satisfaction of a job well done. I suggest you try it sometime. Make note of any abnormalities in your report. Carry on.
Was that a joke?
No. Couldn't have been. It seems like he's warming up to us.
I don't think so.
Even Chovok has to look at that face and know you've earned some real respect. And I have to admit that I owe you one. You were right to make.
You don't owe me. I paid a high price. Don't forget it. You don't owe me.
You've pulled me out of trouble how many times? Call it even.
Okay. At the very least, maybe I can track down that bottle of Saurian brandy you're still on the hook for. But first, we have work to do.
Ready to go?
Let's do it.
Let's run the diagnostic.
Move my hands. Woo. Boop. Ooh. Boop.
So, I know about your talk with Miranda.
You do?
She sent me a Priority 1 dispatch right after your conversation. I'm happy for you. Both of you.
Thanks.
But I'm only going to tell you this once. Don't screw this up. Because I would be very unhappy if you tried this out and then, I don't know, 6 weeks or 6 days later, I have to start splitting holidays between the two of you. All because things went south and you're not on speaking terms.
Have some faith.
You really don't believe in me, huh?
It's not you. Or her. Just running the numbers, and things don't work out more often than they do. I like my friends, and I like our group. I don't want to lose that. Is that thing done?
Yeah.
That way we can always have a freeway.
Let's see. The relays along the primary EPS are blown. The backup relays are all intact.
An EPS overload from the warp drive could cause that. But how did the shuttle end up dead in the water?
Huh. Well, maybe the ship's data recorder can tell us something.
Book. Get the right key.
Here.
They were only about 8 minutes from their plotted warp point. No faults, just those warnings. What are they?
Boop. Boop.
The warp field became inverted suddenly.
I've seen this happen when the center warp coil cracks.
A cracked warp coil throws a fault code.
Still, we should take a look.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
There was a complete warp cascade failure.
Wow. They're lucky the shuttle didn't turn inside out.
Makes me think the computer panicked on the warp field equation.
Whoop, 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 whoop. Whoop, whoop.
Subspace variance out of tolerance. What does that mean?
It means the main navigation array lost sight of space somehow.
Will the array going offline cause that?
Yes, but it should have also thrown a fault code. Any one of these failures should have thrown a fault.
If it was caused by a system failure.
None of this caused the relays to blow. Roll forward to when that happened.
Yes, ma'am.
It's the Kevin timeline.
So here, they take a moment to get their bearings and they attempt to re-engage the warp drive.
There. That's the relays blowing.
And look, there's another warp system alert.
They're all the same. Subspace variance out of tolerance, or warp inversions. Finally, there's a complete warp cascade failure.
Then it's one of two things. Either a warp coil is cracked, or the navigation array is offline.
That makes sense.
Divide and conquer. You want to check the warp coils or the navigation array?
Warp coils.
Let's not overcomplicate this. One of these systems is likely broken.
I'll check the nacelles for a cracked coil.
Your tricorder can record and analyze data. Looking through it will reveal the unseen. Use 2 to equip it, and then hold to scan. Okay. Boop, boop. Ooh. Ooh. Can I scan her? Boop, boop, boop. Okay, maybe not. All down here. I'm scanning. It's not doing anything. Out of range. I go closer. There we go. Some objects you can scan will activate a deep scan. During a deep scan, use Q and E to switch between different scan modes. When you have scanned all objects, the frame will change color. Hold right mouse button to analyze the data. Okie dokie. Boom. 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 Okay. Radiation. There we go. Done.
I checked every coil on the port nacelle for imbalances. If any coil in either engine were cracked, I would have detected it. So, it must be the navigation array.
Except it's not. Checked and double-checked.
Well, the readings don't lie.
Here comes the security detail for the way team.
Go on him.
Hey.
I'm not here.
We're escorting the negotiating team to the surface as soon as they come down from the bridge. I don't want to interrupt some important work. I was just hoping to see you before I go.
Yeah, always time for you. You have the important job, but we gotta look busy for the boss. Always time for you.
Come on, I'm never too busy to make time for you.
That's not true.
No. But I am glad you came by.
No, that's more accurate.
I gotta be precise with you, huh?
Hey, Maris. Aren't these those button pushers you're always hanging out with?
And you're the phaser jockeys we always beat in Parisi squares, right?
All aboard for Hotari.
That another one of the captain's railroad things?
Gotta be. I just usually zone out by the time he gets to the whole, steam engines were the warp drives of their day part.
Give them red shirts.
You don't want to miss your train.
I want to get rid of them.
I do have to go.
I'll see you later.
Not gonna lie, I'd rather not leave right now.
Smoochy smoochies.
That was nice.
Yeah, it was.
Save some of that for when I get back.
You've got a deal.
I told you, we got a date at the holodeck. I'm moving it up. We're not in a Jeffrey's tube.
Etzelarda Diaz. If you could float back down to reality, we still have a ways to go. All right, where were we?
So, the warp coils in the navigation array are fine, but the nav computer doesn't seem to think so.
I'm out of ideas short of field stripping the shuttle from bow to stern.
You wanna take this out of the shuttle and throw it on the bench?
Oh, real hands-on maintenance. I like it. Okay, the nav computer is patched into the ship.
The ship's computer can double-check our work. If the shuttle's nav computer is putting out false data, we'll know it.
Let's run through the shuttle's logs again.
Running now.
Boom.
Same. Warp field inversion and a cascade failure. However, the The Resolute computer doesn't show the same subspace variance.
We're in the same conditions that the shuttle was in when it failed. Why wouldn't the ship's computer get a matching result?
What if the subspace variance was a momentary occurrence?
That's a possibility, and it would explain why the simulation under our current sensor readings failed to reproduce the issue.
But a subspace anomaly strong enough to cause a warp field collapse would leave graviton ripples for days.
Let's run with the momentary subspace variance theory for now. Roll forward to the shuttle's attempt to re-engage the warp drive. We need the conditions of space around the shuttle at the moment of warp failure.
Resuming simulation.
I'm guessing there was some subspace. Go on then.
Error in warp field calculation. Cochrane formula variables are out of range.
That right there. Take the shuttle sensor data from that moment.
Computer, why did the warp field calculation fail?
Warp field pressure return non-orthogonal. Results are undefined.
That doesn't help.
Wait, what if we use a different ship?
Put the Resolute into the simulation instead of the shuttle.
Yeah, it should warp just fine. Unless... Computer, run the simulation with the Resolute.
Resolute simulated.
Computer, give me manual control on the warp power.
Ooh.
Static field intensity, warp 1.1.
Meow.
1.2.
Meow.
3. Warp pressure is destabilizing. Error in warp field calculation. The warp drive has experienced a system-wide cascade failure. Warp field collapsed. Subspace variance is out of tolerance. Cochrane formula results are undefined.
Bingo.
What-o?
The same moment when the shuttle failed to warp, so did the ship. Whatever happened to the shuttle just happened to us. The Resolute will not sustain warp.
We can't leave Hotari space.
Oh dear. Alright, let's check on how we're doing. Captain. So, Dr. Bell was impressed. We get any more? The Dank Child did not approve of Jara's winners for Protocol. Carter, how he's doing. And I won't soon forget her romantic kiss for Carter when they were saying goodbye in the docking bay. Also reminds of much values her friendship with Carter when he said she doesn't owe him anything for letting her go on the whole. Alright, Captain, still the same? He's still questioning. Seat of power.
Ambassador Spock, Captain Solano, welcome to Hotari. We are honored you have come. My name is Tylos Altaris, Minister of Diplomatic Affairs.
The honor is ours, and this is Commander Jara Rydick, first officer aboard the USS Resolute. You'll find
We're honored to be here. Nice to meet you. We've traveled a long way. Honored to be here.
Between the Hotari and the Lydians.
We are honored to be here as representatives of the Federation.
I'm so glad.
These must be the representatives of the mighty Federation, the reigning authority in the galaxy. Or so we've been led to believe. Whether that's true or not remains to be seen. But, either way, we're grateful you've made the time to come to our little corner of the universe.
And you are?
This is Galvin, and this is Citron, the heroes of the revolt in the mines.
Let's hope this is the last time we ever have to come here.
If you'll excuse me.
Ooh.
I think we're about to begin.
Did you hear the arrogance from that guy?
He seems full of himself. Don't underestimate. Let's keep an open mind. He seems full of himself.
He certainly seems full of himself. No missing that. You could probably see it from orbit.
What a piece of work.
Remember, we are here at their invitation. We must remain deferential whenever possible.
Of course, but even that has its limits.
Mm-hmm. Fight! Fight to the death. Wow. Show strength.
Ambassador Spock, welcome to Holtari Prime.
The honor is mine, Your Majesty.
That the Federation would send one of their most respected representatives is not only an honor to the Holtari people and their queen, but a recognition of our stature and importance.
Let's get on with it, shall we? With all due respect to the Federation and their ambassador, they have no authority here. We are not members of their alliance. We are not subject to their rule, nor yours. We demand the immediate return of all mining operations to Elydian control, as it has been for centuries and will be for centuries more. That has always been our understanding.
That understanding has changed.
Then you invite war.
And if you cannot remain silent, you will be silenced. But his point is well taken. What is the Federation's interest in this matter? Perhaps you would have us trade one oppressor for another?
The Federation remains neutral. Our only interest is the peaceful resolution of this conflict. We are here at
Mouse is so slow.
For now.
I get the sense she's cut from the same cloth as Galvin. I thought they wanted us here.
We're not like... She's tough.
Was there something you wanted to say, Captain?
Oh, no. My apologies.
And what about the Kobliad?
She's not
She
part
can
of...
speak for herself, can't she? Then let her.
Ooh.
Now then, one should know their place. What you might be somewhere else is not what you are here. Which is standing before a queen. And a queen deserves respect. A bow is not too much to ask. Is Hotari Prime, heart of the Hotari system?
My name is not Colbard.
My name is Commander Jara Rydek, Your Majesty. I prefer to be called by my name, not my species.
Then I suppose that makes us even. Commander Rydek. You are Kobliad. Your people suffered brutal treatment at the hands of the Cardassians. Their injustice towards the Kobliad is as unimaginable as it is unforgivable. Not unlike how we have been treated by the Elydians.
As much as they'd have you believe they are the victims here, remember it was the Hotari who attacked us. Hundreds of innocent Elydians were slaughtered without mercy in those mines.
The blood is on their hands, not ours.
Quiet! If after all the Kobliad suffered, you finally had the chance to right that wrong, to get out from under their control, would you take it? Or would you negotiate a peace?
I would right the wrong. I would seek peace. I can't speculate. I would right the wrong.
If the opportunity presented itself, and I wish that it had, more than you can know, then I would right the wrong without hesitation. For the sake of the Kobliad, we suffered enough.
Of course you would. It would be foolish to do otherwise. The Federation is the most powerful, most advanced alliance in the galaxy. It's widely known we have an abundance of dilithium in our mines. And it's in your interest to secure a steady supply.
Your Majesty, if I may.
Ambassador Spock would have us believe you're here as a neutral party in the interest of peace. So why are you really here? I want the truth.
We only want... delivering is that it's not my place to say. We only want peace.
As Ambassador Spock has said, we've come seeking a peaceful resolution to this conflict, and have no interest in your dilithium.
I'm not nearly as naive as you must think. The Federation has done business with the Illydians for decades, which makes me question your motives.
What they haven't said, but cannot deny, is a simple truth. The dilithium trade would not and will no longer exist without Illydian involvement. We created it for the benefit of everyone, especially the Hotari. We've given them warp technology. We've let them share in the profits. We've made their lives infinitely better than before dilithium was discovered. All of that goes away if the Federation turns a blind eye to their treachery.
That is enough of your lies! The Hotari are quite capable of running the mines. We've done so for centuries. So tell me,
War.
who deserves control of the dilithium trade and the mines on Tau? Who should the Federation recognize? The Hotari or the Illydians? Can only be one or the other.
The Hotari.
Both.
If I have to choose only one, then it would have to be the Hotari.
Well said. How could the just and wise Federation make any other choice?
This is an outrage. The Federation has lost all credibility.
Mines are ours. Lydia will not be deterred. We will take back our mines by any means necessary.
And you will see more blood spilled.
I am more than willing to address your concerns, Your Majesty. Yours as well, Representative. But I suggest we could have a more productive conversation with a smaller group. Perhaps only the most essential representatives.
I suppose there is some sense to that.
Well done.
I hope we meet again, Jara Ryder.
Spock and I will cover everything on the diplomatic front. You make nice with the locals and see if you can get some answers. We need to find out why the Hotari are so willing to risk war. What happened in those mines?
Alright, so Jara handled a complex situation as well as could be expected when the haughty queen put her on the spot in the queen's chamber. Ambassador Spock thought Jara performed well under pressure when she was being questioned by the queen. Huh. It went better than I thought. Give me your gun. Ah, I can't get my phaser out. Ooh, what's this? Water.
Soothing.
Can't speak to him. I'll speak to you.
Commander, I'm glad you've chosen to side with the Hotari. I knew the Federation would see through
You had something enough. The Aldarians aren't going anywhere.
Even though the Hotari should have control of the mines, some of the Elydian claims are still valid.
There you're wrong, but we can agree to disagree.
I assume you were there the day the mines were seized from the Elydians.
Not seized. Reclaimed. And restored to their rightful owners. Yes, I was there. We had to be decisive.
Did you have help? You were armed. Don't you fear retaliation? You were armed.
Were the Hotari miners armed during the revolt? I'm just trying to understand how it happened.
If by that you mean armed with centuries of abuse and exploitation at the hands of the Elydians, then yes.
We were.
Which doesn't really answer my question.
We had them vastly overwhelmed from the start. They respect one thing above all else, and that is force. The greater the force, the more certain the outcome. Any talk of making peace is just that, and worth little without the strength to secure it. Which makes me wonder about your ship, the Resolute. Undoubtedly the Federation's finest warship. Ready to contend with anything the Elydians might have in store.
Resolute can hold its own. It's a science vessel. The fleet is always within reach.
It wasn't designed as a warship. More for scientific research and exploration.
But the Federation must have ships designed for war.
Technically, they're Starfleet ships representing the Federation. But yes.
I see.
Sidron.
A pleasure meeting you, Commander. I'm sure we'll cross paths again.
We will. Alright, I can speak to here. I don't want to speak to them yet. Speak to you.
Commander Rydek, I'm encouraged to see the Federation supporting my people.
I'm glad to hear that. Thank Ambassador Spock.
If anyone deserves thanks, it's Ambassador Spock. No one is more invested in negotiating a peaceful settlement to this conflict than he is.
I'm so glad. We need his help before the situation escalates further than it already has.
It has.
It's been
war.
Very
We want war.
I saw you speaking with Sidron, our national hero. I'm curious, what did he say?
He seems to be of the opinion that negotiating for peace is a waste of time.
Because force is the only blunt instrument he understands. He's a miner, not a diplomat. For the first time in our history, the Hotari have the upper hand. We see ourselves as strong instead of downtrodden. New voices have risen up. Old voices shouted down. Galvin and Sidron have become national heroes. Now, they have the Queen's ear. Better or worse?
You don't trust them. They took your place. They are against peace. You don't trust them?
I get the sense you don't exactly trust them.
I don't trust their instincts, which are leading us to war. My fear has been that the Elydians will launch an attack and crush us. You've seen their starship, no doubt. They could have retaken the mines whenever they wanted to, but it never happened. And as strange as this may sound, I'd almost say they're afraid. I just don't know what they're afraid of. It's still the same.
Galvin, the Federation, the Iron Storm. The Iron Storm.
Do you think it has something to do with the Ion Storm? Right now, it's stronger than ever, isn't it?
It's entirely possible. I'm not a scientist, but I do know the storm has knocked out all kinds of systems. So maybe the Elydians weren't willing to risk their ships, given all the interference. Since the day of the revolt, Galvin has seized control of the mines and restricted all access. No one's allowed without his personal authorization. And they've taken over a section of the palace with just as much secrecy and security. I'm told
Intriguing.
it's something they brought back from the mines. made inquiries, but everyone pretends it doesn't exist.
What is it?
What do you think it is?
I've heard rumors it's some sort of ancient artifact, but I haven't seen it myself.
How can we know?
I'd better see what's happening.
Ooh.
Do you think you can find out what they're hiding? I need to see proof of something before I can make my case to the Federation.
I can try, but even if I found it, I might not know what to make of it.
Take this. You can use it to capture whatever you find, and then send it to me.
Thank you.
Ooh, Section 31.
Let you know what I find. And I look forward to our meeting again.
Whoop whoop. Let's get it.
Sorry, I couldn't help but notice you were speaking with the Hotari this whole time. I figured in the interest of fairness, I should offer another perspective.
Of course.
I'm probably not telling you anything you don't already know, but these negotiations rely on the Federation's neutrality, as does any hope you might have for a supply of dilithium in the future. So, why you would choose to side with the Hotari escapes me.
Dilithium isn't my concern. We remain neutral. The Hoti deserve control.
Clearly, you weren't aware.
Of all my concerns, dilithium is not one of them. I could care less about securing a supply, now or in the future.
I'd be curious to know if the rest of the Federation shares your indifference. Major Salit Arminta, Special Attaché, Elydian Armed Forces. Pleasure to meet you, Commander. I have my issues with the Hotari, but I have to give them some credit. They know how to seize an opportunity. Inciting an uprising the same day as a massive, once-in-a-lifetime ion storm.
Our assumption was that this storm was just an anomaly.
Yes, a very convenient anomaly. At least that was what we were told.
Of course it is. You sound skeptical. I don't buy it. What really happened?
Who am I to say otherwise?
Something tells me there's more to the story. So what really happened?
Well, the official story is that it was the storm that enabled the revolt. How else do a bunch of unarmed, unorganized miners seize control of an entire moon, much less thousands of mines? But I've talked to people who were there. They tell a different story. They say they're lucky to have escaped with their lives. That it was more than just the storm. That somehow the miners were able to harness the energy from the storm. I know it sounds
That's
crazy.
simple. That help explain it.
Myself.
You said they were primitive.
But that's what they said.
You just answered your own question. How do a group of miners do something that in theory can't be done? That's how. Harnessing the storm.
But even if it's true, how does that even happen?
You tell me.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
If you'll excuse me, Commander Ryder.
Bye-bye then. Report your findings to the captain. Right, let's go. Well,
that was a disaster.
What happened?
The Hotari refused to concede anything, so the Elydians stormed out.
The Hotari did not invite us here as peacekeepers. I hope your efforts were more fruitful than ours.
they were. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Gravitational harmonics failing to resolve. Warp bubble stability degrading. Increase output to maximum.
Increasing warp output to maximum.
It's happening again.
It is evident that Presently, the Resolute cannot achieve warp propulsion.
Since our diagnostics rule out any problems with our warp systems or anything about the ship, the problem appears to be the fabric of space itself.
Space itself? You're saying something about this region of space prevents warp travel?
Prevents it?
We have impulse engines. Might be the storm.
Probable. That appears to be the case.
The storm didn't stop us from leaving space dock and traveling here. But could it still be causing this interference with warp travel?
We must follow sound investigatory principles. Do not let an assumed conclusion drive your analysis.
Sometimes we need a little inspired thinking, Mr. Chovak. Captain Solano is on his way back from the negotiations, and I want to have some answers for him when he gets here.
Indeed. Given the facts at hand, we may be able to deploy subspace probes around the ship to construct a clear picture of the phenomenon.
Around the ship. I'll prep a shuttle.
Hey, the scientific method. Boom.
I'm setting up a waypoint at a distance roughly corresponding to the edge of our warp field. When we get there, I'll deploy the first probe.
Alright, fly the shuttle to your objective to complete a mission. WD up and forward and back. Mouse to turn. Q and E to ascend. Alright. Oop. No one saw that. I didn't hit. Strafe.
Commander Westbrook, the Resolute systems are calibrated to receive the probe's readings. We are standing by to reproduce the warp field collapse after the first probe is deployed.
Thank you, Mr. Chovak.
Well.
And Mr. Diaz, take care in piloting the shuttlecraft. Now is not the time to indulge in the human penchant for joyriding.
Oh, come on. I want to go faster than this.
Probably isn't such a fun guy to work for, huh?
He doesn't like me. Trevor's not so bad. I don't take it personally.
I just don't take it personally. At least I try not to.
That's a very mature answer. Shows a positive attitude on your part. Remind me of it when I start complaining to you about the ship's new first officer.
Alright, just because you don't like her. Yeah. I try. Well. Oh, we're getting there. Hey.
Transporting the first probe into position.
Well. And we got to do it again.
Probe is deployed.
Understood. We are reading it. We are about to replay the simulation.
Problem?
I just can't get a handle on her. Commander Rydek. She rejected my plan to use a deflector pulse against the storm surge. But on the other, she did listen to my advice and use the whole polarity trick to get you through that excursion alive. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the new XO. I'm sure she's a fine officer, even if we don't see eye to eye. But she didn't go through what the rest of us did. You know that.
You should give her a chance. Captain Sulu likes her. She's definitely an outsider.
Well, one of us.
I don't really know anything about Commander Rydek.
Yeah. Not many do.
But you're right. She's definitely an outsider.
Maybe that's what Solano wanted all along.
Test is running. Warp field collapse in 3, 2, 1, mark.
Oops.
Whoa. All right, that is definitely a problem with the fabric of space. We need to get another probe out there.
Alright, let's shuttle away.
Two points of data setting a waypoint to a particularly strong area of interference. We'll deploy the second probe there.
Well...
Listen, I'm gonna give you a piece of advice I wish someone had given me. Make sure you're never just one thing. Don't get so focused on what's in front of your face that you lose sight of the big picture.
Alright.
Rydek showed up. The captain pulled me into his ready room and told me he didn't think I had the people skills to be first officer.
But you're a people person, sounds like politics.
I mean, if he'd said that about Chovak, sure.
Is that why you're being so friendly to me? Politics?
That would be clever, but I think you give me more credit than the captain does. You're all right, Diaz. And you've got potential. You're a capable engineer. You're good in the field. Keep up the good work. And who knows? A solid jack of all departments like you could be commander-in-chief of Starfleet one day. Hell, Admiral John.
I'm happy where I am. Can you get me a promotion?
And there are places to go in the enlisted ranks too.
I love it. So put me up for promotion. I'm ready for my next challenge.
Well, I think you're going to have to prove that to your boss, Chovak, first. He's the one who has to put you up for
I could do that. To hell with you.
If I were first officer,
Maybe I'll try Science Division.
Well, what do you think? Is there room for me in the science division?
unless I can come up with a real good reason.
This isn't enough?
It might be.
Well, I'm going to be promoted. Alright, coming up. Deploy.
Here, this is close enough. Stop the engines.
Deploying
Deploying the probe.
Well,
Westbrook to Commander Chovak. We're ready for another sampling of data.
Very good. Running the simulation again. Warp field collapse in 3, 2, 1.
oops.
There it is again.
I saw it. It seems to be directional.
Well, what about the scans? Anything?
Here's the readings in relation to our local space. We've got the Resolute, Otari Prime, and the probes.
All this interference is overloading the sensor buffers. We're gonna have to triangulate the sensors manually.
There it is.
We got something.
These markers indicate peaks in the gravimetric interference patterns.
Let's see if I can find some more. Hold up. This is coming from the moon.
A beam that blocks warp travel.
Aimed right at us.
Someone is doing this intentionally. I don't know how.
Why should they do that? This isn't how. We need to fight back. Why would they do that?
Why would they be doing this? We came here to help these people. And now we're getting hit by some warp-killing weapon?
Now, look here. It's current readings of the ion storm.
These concentrations. They line up with the interference pattern. The storm. And this beam. They're coming from the same place.
Carter, whatever petty local conflict brought us here, it's just a small part of something much bigger.
Ooh, it's getting bigger.
Presently, we don't have an explanation for how they're doing this. One thing is clear. This is no fluke.
Thank you, Mr. Westbrook. I want a full briefing when I'm back on board. Solano out. A targeted weapon that inhibits warp travel. Coming from the moon Tau.
That would explain the difficulties my shuttle encountered. More importantly, the tenor of the Hotari during the negotiations.
Here I thought the Illidians would be the problem. Coming to peace talks in a warship. This wasn't supposed to be.
We're the ones in trouble. The Aldaris knew something was off. What are the Houthi up to? What are they up to?
I don't know why the Hotari wanted us here, but it wasn't to negotiate.
Clearly, peace is not their intention.
Then what is? Why go through this charade?
Tylus, the Hotari representative, said she thought they found something in the mines. Galvin and Sidron brought it back to the palace, but they're keeping it under tight security. She's going to investigate it. I gave her my tricorder. I expect she'll contact us soon.
You found an ally.
Yes.
Why would Tylus help us? Go behind her people's
To stop
back?
Galvin and Sin, she trusts me. She's out of options. She don't trust the others.
She doesn't like the way Galvin and Sidron have been manipulating the situation. And the Queen. Working with us to go around them isn't the same as betraying her people.
That may be true.
She's certainly more likely to help than the other Hotari we've met.
That raises another question. Specifically, what do the other Hotari have to gain in bringing us here, only to make this hostile maneuver against us? There must
To learn more about us, they want war. It doesn't make sense.
Changed their minds
They want war.
when we got here.
Given their indifference to the negotiations, and what we now know about this warp-disrupting weapon, it's almost as if they want to start a war. And Sidron was convinced the only thing the Illidians respect is force.
I would say he's right about that. But at least they know when to hold back.
But that does not explain why they would turn their aggressions against us.
I don't think the Illidians know what's really down on that moon either.
Major Armintas said the revolt defied explanation. That the Hotari miners somehow harnessed the energy of the storm.
Harness the energy of the storm?
Mm-hmm.
That is beyond even our capabilities.
So is a weapon that disrupts warp travel.
There have been civilizations and entities, both past and present, far more technologically advanced than the Federation.
It's the Q.
Illidians and Hotari don't fall into that category.
But that is all the more reason to investigate further.
It is.
Commander Rydek, sorry to interrupt. We've received an urgent call from Hotari. Queen's advisor, Tylus, has asked to speak with you.
Put her through.
Galvin and Sidron are still with the Queen. I've enlisted help to gain access to the room they have under guard. I don't have much time.
I'm not supposed to leave my post.
It's only for a moment. I so appreciate your help.
Or is she gonna get shot?
I found something. I'm sending you a scan.
Got it. Tylus, if we needed to gain access to the mines on Tau, is that something you could help us with?
I suppose it wouldn't be easy, but I have to go.
Tylus.
Ooh, what's happening?
Sorry, Captain. We've lost all contact.
We can only hope she escaped without harm.
It was hard to
I
tell.
get her into this mess. We have to help her.
We have to help her. Send another shuttle.
We're not
or maybe...
doing anything yet. Not until we know more. Let's see the scan of whatever the hell that was.
Boop.
Tylus suspects this came from the mines on Tau.
It appears to be of ancient origin, but the markings are unfamiliar.
We can run a full analysis when we get back to the Resolute. But if this came from the mines, then it might be the key to how they got the upper hand against the Illidians.
Then we have to go into the mines.
The Federation would not allow that. We were, after all, sent here to be a neutral party in a peace negotiation. However, we could demonstrate that the Hotari have acted in bad faith, which would enable us to investigate the mines on Tau with full justification. But of course,
This artifact is proof. Federation doesn't have to know. We have to defend her.
it could put us in a difficult position.
Whatever this artifact is may be proof enough. At least to satisfy the Federation.
Especially if we can show the Hotari are controlling the warp disruption.
Yep.
And targeting the Resolute.
We may have a better understanding once we analyze the device. But a mission to the mines, covert or otherwise, is not out of the question. And I will handle the Federation.
But hey.
As I was telling Carter, I want all the data I can get on this warp problem. negotiating team's shuttle has been recording data all the way back from Hotari. Even better than our probes. So pull the sensor and engine ISOs from the Melville when it sets down.
Will do.
I'll join you and Chovak down in engineering to run another analysis after the briefing.
I didn't like this warp problem when we thought it was some astronomical anomaly. And I like it a hell of a lot less now that we know someone is doing it to us. How does it work? What do we even do about it?
What do you say we pull these chips and find out?
Took some damage on the way. That ionic interference scored the hull plating. Might be some micro welds. Let's try pulling together.
All right.
Let's pull it.
2, 1. It won't budge. Gotta be the storm damage.
Crowbar.
We need to... Welcome back. Any excitement down on the surface?
Excitement? No. Nothing like that.
Hey, can you hand me the EJ7 interlock? From the toolbox.
I don't know what that is.
Not much use for one on a security detail, huh? Carter?
Yeah, I'll get it.
Boink. Be professional.
Okay, I'll apply pressure while you decouple the panel.
Boop. Meow.
Here, I'll help.
Alright. Go!
We've got this.
Open up and say ah.
Thanks for the hand. We have to get these isolinear chips down to engineering.
No problem. You really know everything about these ships, don't you?
Nah.
Tools, systems.
I'm good at what I do. I don't know everything. Engineering is cool.
Technical manual.
What can I say? I'm good at what I do.
I can see that.
Come on, start pulling chips.
Ooh, she's gone red. Don't know what happened. Notice Carter's unusual comments with leaning towards cockiness when she returned from her. Yeah. Typical woman. Oop. Yeah. Ooh, lot of chips. Oop. 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 Oopsie.
What's this?
Some kind of crystal formation?
Wait.
Whoa. This substance is a quantized spin crystallization of hydrogen, carbon, and lithium. It's emitting tetrametric pulses at an interval of 3.8422 seconds.
Quantized crystallization isn't natural. I mean, it's only theoretical as a means to engineer matter on a subatomic level. What's it doing in there?
Alright, I'll pick it up.
Wait. Regulation 364, subsection 9.
What?
Regulation 364, subsection 9 orders that in the case of an unknown foreign substance infiltrating a sealed system, it will be placed in secure confinement before further examination. Retrieve a containment module.
Don't you think we're more equipped to deal with whatever this is?
No. Before anything else, this is a security issue. You don't even know what this is.
It does pose a threat.
Once it's contained.
Well, if it's not natural, then someone might have put it there. It could be a tracking device. Some kind of sabotage. Or even a bomb.
Which is why we need to get it to the containment lab.
Come on.
I can't make an exception. Not even for you.
I'm still going to report these crystals to Commander Westbrook when we send the shuttle data.
And I will inform my superiors. I'm taking this just as seriously as you are. But I overheard talk about the warp disruption on the shuttle. Now these crystals? Maybe this situation is more than we can handle with just a science vessel. We could trigger a distress call, get Starfleet to send more ships. Or I could send a message to my old CO on the Adirondack. Get some combat testing.
We're on our own here. This sounds like mutiny.
Miranda, you gotta be more careful. Someone hears that, they could think you're talking mutiny.
I'm just trying to figure out how we can help. Okay, stand back. Get this to the containment lab. We'll get it set up for you. I'll let you know when it's safely confined.
Don't think our date in our hologram will
This down in main engineering and have it explode next to the warp core.
will happen. Or maybe it will.
Almost forgot.
Can't have that.
For a second, I thought she'd gone cold on you. Like she might have changed her mind. But I guess this whole situation has her spooked. Maybe she knows more than us?
He did seem
Or
off.
This is all happening so fast.
Yeah, there was something a little off about her.
Like that talk about sending a distress call? That was pretty out there. She was probably just thinking out loud. I'm sure she'll come to her senses. This mission has enough complications stacking up.
Now, we'll get through it. You, me, and Miranda too.
Right, let's see what happened with Miranda. No, how Carter shared her suspicion with Miranda. All right then.
Commander Rydek was able to work behind the scenes during the negotiations and made contact with a representative from the Hotari delegation named Tylus. She mentioned an unusual artifact of unknown origin being held under tight security within the Hotari Palace, which she believes came from the mines on Tau. Now, this artifact might have a connection to the revolt, to the storm, and to the warp disruption we now know has been targeted at the Resolute. Commander Rydek, if you want to take it from here.
Of course. Tylus managed to infiltrate the heavily guarded location within the palace and sent us these scans using my tricorder. It appears to be some sort of control panel, possibly connected to the warp disruption weapon originating on Tau. Of particular interest is this symbol, which we couldn't identify the origin of.
The Federation database has records from a vast number of civilizations. If anyone from Starfleet has come across this before, the system should recognize it.
Cross-referencing with Federation records.
Displaying symbols from Federation database with a 90% probability of match or higher. Select a symbol to further analyze.
Nope. 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 Ooh, nope. 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 Definitely not that one. Potentially? Hey, Klingon. Alright, so we're going back round. Definitely don't look like that one. Kind of that one, I think. Not a match. Alright then. No. Not that one. Flamey flames? Nope. Fuck. Two that I think it might have been. That one then? Nope. Ah, for fuck's sake. That one then. Yay!
99.2% match.
Got it.
Token Empire.
What are we looking at?
The design and composition indicate this is a glyph associated with the ancient Khan Empire. Their civilization collapsed over 600,000 years ago, but once spanned millions of systems with a population numbering in the trillions.
Fascinating. The Takan were once the most advanced, most powerful civilization in the galaxy.
Is it possible the Hotari found Takan technology?
I wonder if they even know what they have.
I've heard of the Takan. They know how to use it. We don't even know what it is.
I can't speculate about how much they know, but one thing's for sure. They know how to use it.
Indeed. Which might explain how they seized control of the mines.
And targeted us with a weapon that prevents warp travel.
Computer, what is the last recorded discovery of other Takan artifacts?
On stardate 41386.4,
Fucking flies.
USS Enterprise D, under the command of Captain Jean-Luc Picard, discovered a Takan outpost in the Delphi Ardu system. According to the mission summary, an unbreakable energy-draining field was deployed against the Enterprise and a Ferengi ship. The Enterprise was only able to escape after negotiating their release with an entity known as Portal 6-3, Guardian of the Takan Empire.
Unbreakable energy draining field. It starts to make sense.
What else is there?
There's a lot here. Let's take it piece by piece.
Select the aspect you wish to learn more about.
Someone from the Takan Empire is actually still around.
Or at least was, 16 years ago.
Computer, what other information do you have on Portal 6-3, Guardian of the Takan Empire?
The entity known as Portal 6-3 is of an unknown nature. A biped humanoid, he was unaware that the Takan Empire no longer existed at the time of the encounter. He was able to control the crystal-based technology of the Takan outpost through apparent telepathic means. It was by his choice that the Enterprise was released from the energy draining field after Commander William T. Riker of the Away Team argued on behalf of both Starfleet and the Ferengi.
Telepathic control of their technology.
As I have said, they were the most advanced civilization in the galaxy.
Surely Spock would have been on that. I know, it was Picard, wasn't it?
What sort of planet is Delphi Ardu 4?
Delphi Ardu 4 is an M-class planet, a barren rocky world with little to no vegetation and frequent ion storms. The giant crystals that grow there absorb energy, but it is not understood how they do so. The entire Delphi Ardu system, consisting of 11 planets, was considered completely uninhabited until the encounter with Portal 6-3.
Frequent ion storms. That can't just be a coincidence.
And then Enterprise.
Technology to capture and hold the Federation flagship would have to be unbelievably powerful. Computer, what else can you tell us about the energy-draining field the Takan used?
The Enterprise D was unable to break free on its own. The precise nature of the technology was never fully understood. Only that the crystalline technology used was beyond the comprehension of then-current Starfleet science.
The engineering team found a quantized spin crystal formation in the shuttle you took to Hotari. They registered tetrametric radiation coming from it.
We have Takan technology on board right now?
You might. I'll run a full analysis in the containment lab.
Alright then.
There appears to be some sort of restriction order from Starfleet. Computer, explain this restriction.
A Starfleet directive similar to General Order 7 forbids entering the Delphi Ardu system or attempting to make contact with Portal 6-3.
Starfleet doesn't throw up a no trespassing sign for just anybody.
I suppose it makes sense considering what happened to the Enterprise team.
The Elydians should have crushed the revolt. But if the Hotari have Takan technology and can control it, I see why they're willing to negotiate peace. For all we know,
We need to go into the mines. Let's not.
we're up against something
We need to get into the mines.
There's only one way to find out. We need to see what's down there for ourselves.
I might be able to help with that. We've been able to triangulate the source of the ionic interference and warp disruption to a specific mine on Tau. Engineering used the latest data from your shuttle to pinpoint its origin. There.
So we know where to look.
Commander Rydek's right. We need to know what's down there, what the Hotari are hiding, to better understand what we're up against, and to neutralize it if we can.
Let's take them out.
Embarking on a mission to the Hotari moon would not be viewed favorably by either side. However, given the circumstances, we are entirely within our rights to defend ourselves.
I just want to make sure this doesn't blow up in our faces, which is why I'm thinking of sending Commander Rydek on a covert mission to Tau. Assuming you're up to the task.
Yep.
Require absolute secrecy. And obviously,
I'll assemble a away team.
I'll get the away team in and out. They're in safe hands with me.
under normal circumstances, that would be the case. But given the sensitive nature of this incursion, I'm afraid you'll have to go it alone. I'm hoping Tylus can accompany you. The priority is to avoid detection. It's a calculated risk. The last thing we need is to get caught and then blamed for violating our neutrality and aggravating an already tense situation.
Let's have war. I won't get. Tylus will be essential. It's a risk we have to take.
Tylus will be essential to my success. Not only her knowledge of the mines, but her ability to gain access, particularly now that we know which mine we need to get into.
Make sure she understands the need to keep this covert.
She's not going to want her people to know about this.
Nope.
Get in touch with Tylus and make the necessary arrangements as discreetly as possible.
Bridge to Captain Solano. The Elydians have moved additional ships to the edge of the Hotari system. Current heading is straight for the homeworld.
Understood.
It would seem we no longer have the luxury of waiting. In that case, may I suggest you and I return to Hotari Prime. Doing so will provide Commander Rydek as much time as possible to complete her mission.
Agreed. We'll hail the Queen's delegation from my ready room.
Let's go.
What we need to do. Dismissed.
Alright, let's see what happened there with Captain. Couldn't help but be impressed. Praise to the mission. What did she? Was inspired your boldness when discussing how to hit Hotari threat during this. Is that it? I thought it would be something better. Disappointed.
Petty Officers Diaz and Edsolar, where is the crystal formation that you found in the shuttle? I have tasked Ensign Calloway with performing a full analysis of the tetrametric pulses.
Security brought it to the containment lab.
I was just there. They don't know anything about it. Security never checked it in.
Miranda never got there?
She's the one that had the crystal formation?
Yeah.
Yep.
Her and the rest of the security detail from the negotiations.
Diaz to Maris. Carter Diaz to Miranda Maris.
Commander Westbrook to Petty Officer Miranda Maris. Respond.
Something's not right.
She's still on the ship. She has to be.
Computer, locate Petty Officer Miranda Maris.
Petty Officer Miranda Maris is in the isolinear storage array on Deck 5.
I'll go find her.
Good.
I am sure Mr. Diaz can attend to this on his own.
Oh, what's gonna happen? She's been taken over. She's Borg. Don't look like she's there. Chips are on the floor.
Who did this?
There's some more chips on the floor over here. I can't see them. Go around. I'll go that way. We'll go around this way. Enter silently. It's not silent, is it? Check this way first. It can't go that way. Got to go this way then. More chips on the floor.
What the?
Oh, it's just you. I'm busy right now. Why don't you come back later?
Cool, come back. Expecting someone else?
What's the matter? Were you worried it was gonna be someone else?
No. I mean, I'm glad it's you. But I'm through here, so I can't stay and chat. I have other things to do. Sorry you came all this way for nothing.
Where's the crystals?
Hold on a second. Commander Westbrook said the crystal formation we found in the shuttle never made it to the containment lab. He sent me to find you.
I don't know why he'd say that. I brought the crystals to the lab myself. Whatever he told you, he got it wrong. All I know is...
Take me here.
If that's the case, let's both go down there and find them. It's that simple.
I don't have time for that. I have work to do. Look, I appreciate that you came to check on me, but I'm fine. You worry too much.
You're acting strange.
Starship.
I'm worried because you're acting strange. 1 minute you're citing regulation to take the crystals, and now you don't seem to care that they've gone missing. And what are you even doing in here?
Will you drop it? I don't like being interrogated, Carter.
Oh, she's evil.
Wait up.
Don't trust her. Stop her then.
I'm getting some very mixed signals from you right now. I'm sorry. I'm under a lot of stress right now. Just tell Chovak or whoever I don't know where the crystals are, and let me go about my business.
No.
I know we have some things to figure out.
You're holding something.
I don't have time to stand around and debate with you.
I don't know what it is, but you're hiding something. What's in that storage drive?
It's secure data. It doesn't concern you.
Yes, it does.
Miranda, hold on.
No. Get out of my way.
Stop her.
So I see you found each other.
You were taking so long, the commander sent us to see what the problem was. Diaz, you were sent here with specific orders, and fighting your crewmate wasn't one of them. What the hell is going on here?
Let's just let them explain.
I'd like to hear that, because I know what it looks like.
There's
Something's
something
wrong.
seriously wrong with her. She's not herself. I'm telling you.
What does that mean?
It doesn't mean anything.
Well, for one, she was copying data onto this.
This drive is unauthorized.
There are ISOs all over the floor.
And that's why I was in here, investigating this situation. And when Carter came looking for me, we got our wires crossed. It wasn't anything more than that.
What's on the
Check the data
drive?
on this drive. I'm sure it'll show her access codes were used. And there were probably files copied while I was still with you two in engineering.
That makes sense.
Then get someone down here who can prove that. But until then, I have to go.
I don't know what's going on here, but I think we need to call it into security. She can explain herself in the brig.
Hold on a minute. We don't need to put this on anyone's permanent record. Carter said you're not yourself. If something's wrong with you, we should head to sickbay and the doc will fix you right up.
Yeah, I haven't felt right since I came back from Hotari. I think I should see the doctor.
You two know her? If you really think she's not well, we can take her to sickbay first. But what I know is this is a security breach, and we should treat it as such.
Please, just let me go see the doctor.
Let's take her to sickbay.
Yep, that's a good idea.
In the brig, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Fine. Get checked out by medical. You two go with her. I'll put this back together.
Ooh, love is on the rocks. And down. We're going into the mines. Right, let's go find her then. Meow. Whoop. Oh. Oh. No. Resume. I can't jump. I forgot. On badge.
Rydick here.
This is Irma. Any trouble getting to the surface?
I'm really starting to miss transporters.
As long as this storm is around, you better learn to like shuttles. But if you can find the cause of the interference, we might be able to get back to transporting.
As if I needed another incentive. We both know there's a lot more than that riding on this.
Fair enough. You'll need to get in and out of the mine undetected, so I hope Minister Tylus can help in that regard.
So do I.
If I can find her.
This covert. We'll refrain from contact unless absolutely necessary.
Understood. Rydick out.
Ooh, I can crouch. Whip. Riley. What's that? Pit.
The ionic interference is coming from underground. I should find a safer way down there.
Well, definitely not that way. There we go. Alright, so we gotta go that way then. Ooh. There we go.
Saw your shuttle take off. Hopefully no one else did. It's good to see you. Even under these...
I was worried about you.
When you called to give us a scan, it sounded like they caught you. I was worried you'd been hurt.
It was nothing I couldn't handle.
Lead the way. I'll fill you in on what we've learned about the situation.
Follow me.
The device Galvin and Sidron brought back from the mines is being used to control some sort of warp disruption weapon that has the Resolute trapped in Hotari space. According to our readings, the power source for that device is on this moon, at the specific coordinates I sent you.
That sounds impossible. But explains the rumors of the Hotari controlling the ionic storm.
We strongly suspect the device was created by an ancient empire known as the Takan.
The Takan?
Once the most powerful civilization in the galaxy, but they've been gone for over 600,000 years.
It's hard to believe there's something like that on Tau.
Which is why I need proof. If we find hard evidence that Galvin and his allies are hiding dangerous Takan technology, I can convince the Federation to let us intervene.
Understood. We're almost there.
Ooh, looking good. What's gonna happen? And we're gonna sneak in. There we go.
That's the mine?
Prospect 614 North, Subdivision 20.
It's enormous.
Just one of the thousands across Tau. The pride of Hotari.
How do we get inside?
The structure that circles the mine has entry points for transporting equipment into the lower levels. They're guarded, but nothing I can't get past using my authority.
Well, that's good to hear.
As long as you can avoid being seen, I should be able to talk my way past any miner. And provide a little distraction for you in the process.
How do I avoid being seen?
You don't use the door.
What?
How dare you! Don't you know who I am? I am Tylus Altaris, Minister of Diplomatic Affairs.
That's not...
The Queen would be furious to hear you tried to deny me entry.
the Queen. But I just...
You just what? Just now realize the trouble you've made for yourself? And who exactly do you think you're going to report this to? Because I'll be reporting it as well, to someone much further up the ladder. You have no authority here. Do you understand who pays your wage? I can inform the Queen directly of this insolence.
There's no
You'll
need
regret
for...
everything you've said here today. You should have opened the doors the second I appeared before you.
I'm assuming I go this way.
That's not the protocol. I didn't know
Each
you
second
were...
you delay my entry will be recorded, processed, and permanently marked on your record. I can't believe this. Does your brain function? Do you speak our tongue?
I have orders.
How could a fellow Hotari not understand this? You're digging your own grave. I've reached the end of my patience. Escort me to the maintenance bay.
I told you I can't...
Not going that way.
A wise choice. Lead the way. Be quick.
Oh, it's not that.
Okay. Let's get a look inside you.
Prevent solid matter passing through. Okay. Oh, there. Scan complete.
Full system access. Let's see if I can just... Bingo.
Down we go. Sneaky, sneaky. Right, so we've got to go around this way. I'm assuming that's the back door. You did it.
Better hurry.
Hey, Miss Punk, how you doing?
Busy.
How's work going? Go this way.
Might be rigged to only open for registered users. No control panel here. I should take a look with my tricorder.
Oh, fuck. goes this way then. There it is. Crouch. Got no food with me. Oh dear.
Something in here is keeping that door closed.
Yeah. We didn't prepare your bag before you left, did we?
Got it. Should remove the security check on the door.
Oh, that's because the girls were playing up. Okay, alright. I can run. There we go. Cutscene. Wow. Alright, go down this way. Young. Run.
I didn't come here to educate an imbecile on royal protocol.
Ugh.
So I will be about my business here, and you will take yourself out of my sight.
We made it.
There you are.
You really let that guy have it.
It worked, didn't it? I'm used to having to throw my
I'm
weight
impressed.
I'm impressed. I didn't know you had it in you.
There's a lot you don't know about me. Underestimate me at your peril.
The catwalks were booby-trapped.
Galvin and Sidron have gone to great lengths to keep out the uninvited. Well, we're inside. Where do you want to start?
The ionic interference is coming from below us. We need to go deeper.
That lift goes down, at least to the changeover station. But we can't use it without DNA authorization from one of the guards.
I have an idea, but we need a few samples of DNA from the miners who work here.
Samples?
Fingerprints, sweat, blood.
Which will trick the machine and get us control of the lift.
That's the theory. Let's test it.
Use your tricorder to collect DNA samples.
No luck. Unless this console thinks I'm a Hotari guard, it won't work.
The guards work out of that building back there. Might have some DNA.
Do you think we could just find a way to climb over this?
Possibly. But the console on the lift itself is locked by the same system that locks this ramp.
Alright.
No shortcuts then.
Let's get some DNA.
I'm sure you can figure something out.
Oh.
Wow, that is a lot of DNA. I should look for the most concentrated spots. Hygiene clearly isn't a priority down here.
Nope, not one of them. What was that?
Promising.
Biological scan. There we go. Medical device. Oh. There we go.
That's a stable DNA sample. It's only partial, but a few more should do it.
Of course, a few more will do it. Right, let's... a coffee cup.
Almost looks like coffee. Almost. I'll have some Ractigino when I get back to the ship.
Why not you then? Walk.
If they eat in here, it's likely there's some DNA in the room.
Nope, not that then.
Hotari must be tough on the inside, too. Leftovers. I should give this a scan. There's gotta be stable DNA here.
Scan everything. Boom, boom.
Good. That's another I could use. Just need one more sample. Some kind of glowing mineral being used as a light source. Might want one of these for my cabin, actually.
Alright, so we need some more samples.
Not concentrated enough. I should try somewhere else. This'll work.
Do. Scanny, scanny.
Perfect. That's enough to make the DNA profile. Time to go back to the lift.
Alright, let's go to the lift. Come on.
You're not coming inside?
There are some things I'd rather not smell.
Alright.
What's in all these containers?
These contain mining supplies, tools, energy packs for machinery.
Shouldn't mining supplies be inside the mines?
It is troubling. If the workers here aren't mining...
Then what are they doing? Oh, what's this?
An Illidian console.
All the managerial technology in the mines is Illidian.
So they can keep an eye on their investment.
That's how it is.
This facility doesn't seem well maintained.
Alright, let's go down the ramp. Down we go. Ba-dum.
It worked. Theory proven.
I'll get it started.
Ready?
Yep, let's go into the mine. Meow.
We'll be okay. I've survived worse than this.
Well, I haven't. But I'll put my faith in you. For now.
Ooh, look at that.
Jara. Stay back. There's a guard at the station. You'll have to hide.
Mouse sensitivity so shite.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
You watch your tone with me. I'm Tylus Altaris, Minister of Diplomatic Affairs. I speak for the Queen herself.
This is a restricted area. No one gains access without the approval of Galvin or Sidron.
Wait.
Jues Gawad Abawencha.
Let me go!
Yeah, got him.
Are you alright?
I don't know.
Are you injured?
No, I thought if I could talk my way through like always, I'd be fine, but... I'm a diplomat. This isn't what I do.
You stay here.
A weapon. This is just...
I'll protect you.
I wasn't ready for this.
Hey, I'll keep you safe.
Can you?
I was a tactical officer before I was posted to the Resolute. I know my way around a phaser. You saw how I handled our large friend here.
I suppose that is somewhat reassuring. My authority has never been challenged like that. It meant nothing to him.
So we should assume any Hatari we encounter from here on can't be reasoned with.
Agreed. The only loyalty they have down here is to Galvin and Sidron.
Can you switch over the lift?
guard should have a scan card that will allow us to operate the switch.
Yeah, gun first.
An Illydian disruptor.
I assume the miners took weapons from the Illydians before they fled the mines.
That explains some of how the uprising happened, but not enough.
Should we take it with us?
No. My phaser is more efficient. Unless you want it.
Oh no. Weapons aren't my thing.
That's some serious armor.
Conditions in the mines are harsh, even for Hotari.
Alright, we'll take the card.
Got it.
He's not dead, is he? He's still one of my people, and I didn't come here to take Hotari lives.
My phaser's set to stun. He'll be perfectly fine, just unconscious for a while.
I see. We don't have that sort of technology on our weapons.
Good to know.
Down we go.
The energy readings are emanating from this tunnel. It's sure to be guarded in there. Stay low and follow my lead.
Alright, let's go.
Is that all dilithium?
Not all of it. We excavate large chunks of rock that contain varying amounts of dilithium ore. It's sorted and processed at the collector ship above.
Ooh, that's how we get dilithium.
More guards.
I take that as a sign we're getting close.
I'll get a closer look. Looks like they've improvised a barrier.
Yes, we must be getting closer.
Come on, we can take about...
We need that particular card, don't we?
I'm afraid so.
We don't have time to wait for them to finish whatever they're doing. We'll have to try to keep low and sneak past them.
I'm starting to see the utility of a phaser.
I wouldn't stand a chance against all three of them. Can you open that door?
Not without that scan card.
I don't like our options here. I have to get us that card so we can open the door.
How? If they detect you, Galvin and Sidron's followers are clearly willing to kill to protect whatever is in this mine.
Hey, I'm trained for this. I'll be fine.
What should I do?
Avoid being seen. Stick to the edge of the room and meet me at the door.
You might be trained for this, but I'm not. Right. During stealth sequence, there are enemies that, if alerted, will hunt for you, try to catch you. If you are caught, your mission has failed. Okie dokie. Stay crouched out of sight and watch guard patterns find your opening. Okay. There's a guard over. Oh, there's a guard. Oh, he's just walked straight past.
I get all the grunt work.
Right, so how long does he... spend longer at which console?
Those arrogant Illydians have no idea what's coming.
Okay.
Who's there? I'm sure the Illydians won't try something else. They saw our power, our resolve. They're terrified of us. Until the plan is complete, we're vulnerable. But get back to work, and we'll complete the plan more quickly.
Right. I'm up. So there's another guy just there. Yep. Right, so he walks to that one.
Processing. I can taste our victory.
And he walks.
This requires too many inputs.
And he should stand next to that console. Go run round.
Arrogant Illydians.
Get to this. Or whatever that is. Oh, a security card.
Must be seeing things. How long is Galvin going to make us wait?
I'd melt if I went through
He's
there.
led us well so far.
Keep moving.
It's a miracle we're even
We go through this way? Yeah.
We've been waiting for so long. Patience, brother. We'll get our chance. It's inevitable after all.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. How do I get up? There. There we go. I found it. Betty Mackey's coming. Yeah, typical. Alright for some, innit? Security door. Do. There we go. I'm in. Ooh. Complicated than I thought that was going to be.
Stop!
What?
Motion sensors. They'll trigger an alarm. We'll be found.
Invisible to the naked eye.
They could be anywhere. How will we get through?
And hold to scan objects. Let's scan that one. Why is that to scan? There we go. Who needs a tricorder? I can do it. About one. See? Nah, I did it. Screw you using a tricorder. Lot of blood.
This. It's where the uprising started.
Of course it did.
Hotari don't do this. We defend ourselves, but we don't kill on this scale, this level of savagery.
There's no such thing as a bloodless rebellion.
I don't know if we should keep going. So much
Let's
death.
go. We owe it to the dead.
I don't want to end up like them.
We'll make sure they didn't die for nothing. What we learn here could save the rest of your people.
Okay. Okay.
Let's go.
Whatever happened here, it made the Illidians abandon the mines. Let's find out what they're so scared of. Hotari and Illidian, both sides, took a beating. These crystalline particles, they're not dilithium. Are they common in the mines?
Not that I've ever seen.
Is this the effects of an Illidian disruptor?
Yes.
Disruptors are cruel weapons. From the blast marks, it looks like the Illidians had far greater firepower. The Hotari fortified the side of the room opposite the door. It's a good tactic, but a few crates aren't going to stop fully armed Illidian soldiers. How did they win?
Alright, this one.
Footprints. Illidian boots. Running back the way we came.
Ooh.
Tylus.
What?
What kind of weapon did this?
This is like nothing I've ever seen or heard of. My people don't have a weapon that does this.
What else can you tell me?
Nope. Anything else? Got all of that. What else to scan then? Chemical. Oh, there it is.
What an awful way to die. This must be why the Illidians are so afraid. Technology that surpasses their own, in the hands of the Hotari that they've lorded over for centuries.
Where did this weapon come from?
Well, the crystals are giving off tetrametric pulses. If I set my tricorder to search for that frequency, it'll lead us right to the source.
Radiation invisible through your tricorder and will lead the way to scan objects. The 4 green lights on the left will fill to indicate the tricorder is facing a source of radiation. Right, okay. I still need to investigate.
The Illidian's shot to kill.
But if they killed him, why was he shot in the back?
Huh, you're right. The shot came from the side the Hatari were defending.
We don't kill our own. And he wasn't just caught in the middle.
Killed by the same crystallization as the Illidian.
Whose side was the killer on?
Tylus, you may not want to look down there.
I've come too far to... What is this?
They've been dumping bodies down here.
Unforgivable. Galvin and Sidron will be made to answer for this.
More of these crystals.
Another of my people dead.
Oh, I hear little punk. I'll be right back. It was baby punk. She woke. Right. I wanted to get through this and then call it that. Getting intrigued. So get closer to what I need to scan. There it is.
they parked this here on purpose?
One way to find out.
Need any help?
I've got it.
This concentration of tetrametric radiation has never been recorded. Whatever they're hiding, it's right through here.
Are you sure you want to go in there? Dun, dun. Got it. Gotta find out what it is. Then I'll have to try and call it there. Here we go, go through.
This feels strange.
The crystals are increasing, growing outward, replacing the soil.
It's like an infection. A parasite. Growing inside town.
Ooh. This looks interesting.
Incredible.
This is definitely not Hotari.
Nope, definitely don't look like it.
It's the remnants of the Takan Empire.
I don't think we should be here.
This is exactly where we should be. Every strange thing we've seen in this system, it might all come from this room. We need to learn everything we can.
Wow. So we found it. Collect data to bring back to Starfleet. Alright, so hang on, we got what there she is. Felt proud after Jara supported the way she handled the guard in the mines on Trital, but she was shaken by her encounter with another guard. So she was grateful for Jara's leadership and experience. Well, hey, way to go. Alright, well, I am going to call it there. Thank you very much. I hope you've enjoyed this. It was kind of different than the normal survival games that I have been playing. And yeah, well, I like Star Trek, so I thought it'll be interesting. Alright, thank you very much, and I will see everyone in the next stream. Bye for now. I gotta get beef.